It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 4 catches, 62 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and
4. Here's Lawrence. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Stroud looking to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll get this to about the 38. The Texans at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Stroud working out of the gun.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. Stroud to throw it. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And that's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. On third down, Lawrence. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again, it's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud sets up the play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Bigsby. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On the carry, Bigsby. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Henry To'o there on the tackle. Lawrence will throw. That is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Play action. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. Stroud now. That's complete. It's Collins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing again is Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Lawrence's throw hauled in by Washington. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Stroud to throw it. pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jaguars getting set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. Washington's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Texans to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Again, it's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A run here with Bigsby. is across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Bigsby once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Lawrence going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Bigsby will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He's got it. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 64 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Houston. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. That's complete to Dell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Lawrence on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Jaguar ball carrier. He was brought down by Garrett Stingley.
From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Another run by Bigsby. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On first down, here's Stroud. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ball start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Stroud on third down now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First and 10, it's Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return is Kirk. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Lawrence.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Houston set to take over.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
It's caught. Cooper. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars back with it on offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will settle shop at the 33-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. And they will take a knee here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spent a lot of